Thank you, Chair Kruger. Commissioner, thank you for your testimony. President, thank you for your testimony. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So little time and so many questions. Making sure that we have adequate clean water funding for our small villages, our towns, and our counties, the safety, the reliability, and the cost associated with the electric school buses, HABs, and protecting all of our Finger Lakes, building flooding and resiliency in Lake Ontario and actually in all of our communities. And something else that isn't so important to people I hear from, that's giving back the power to make decisions about solar and wind projects to local communities, local elected officials. It impacts their quality of life. They need to have more of a say. But since I have such little time, I'm really going to focus on two questions. And to me, it's all about saving upstate jobs, something that we don't talk enough about. I've heard from so many upstate manufacturing companies that are concerned about the uncertainty surrounding the energy-intensive and trade-exposed industries designation. Their question is, when will we know whether or not we're in or we're out? We're trying to make long-term decisions now about our company. Do we keep our jobs here in New York State, or do we go to a more friendly state? So what I'm looking for is, what assurance, Commissioner, can you provide to these businesses about their future in New York State?
Well, Senator, thanks for raising that. I mean, that's why we're taking a very careful approach to launching this Cap and Invest program, so that we actually have a legitimate discussion with the regulated industry about it. Remember,
Are you having this? I'm sorry, my time is so limited. But
we're having this discussion now.
So I would like to hear from you,
Yep.
and I'd like to talk to you about some specific companies and how you're communicating with them. Because what I'm hearing
Yep.
is there's no feedback, and they're making decisions now on whether to stay here in New York State with their jobs, or do they pull out. And along those
We'd welcome the discussion.
Okay.
Yep.
Along that line, too, I'm hearing from numerous food manufacturers about the extended producer responsibility discussions that are going on. What I'm hearing is that they propose these criteria and implementation dates that are not realistic. They can't possibly meet these. They can't change over as quickly as what's being discussed. Again, it's creating uncertainty among these companies that we need in our communities. Not only do they supply jobs, but there are so many other smaller companies that rely on them. You know, they donate to our little leagues and so much more to support our communities. So again, I want to say to you that we need to make sure we're having conversations with them. They're involved in whatever the discussions are going on, because we don't need them leaving out of state. So what is being done by DEC to work with food manufacturers to ensure a workable approach to the EPR, and more importantly, to keep more waste out of our landfills?
Great question. In my 6 seconds, I'll say that we aren't advancing EPR this year, but we're working with the legislature on a needs assessment, and we'll make that public and engage the stakeholders along the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.